If you've ever been to the Central Square neighborhood in Cambridge, just a few blocks from me, by the way, you probably know it's full of character, with live music, dancing, and a bunch of great small businesses. But even before the pandemic, that character was under threat. And now, as Liz Neisloss shows us, the arts and small business that depend on that character are just trying to hang on.
In Central Square, Cambridge, feel free to paint these walls. This is the city's home for the arts. Among those waiting for audiences to return are local business. There's Teddy Shoes.
We specialize in ballroom, ballet, flamenco, Irish tap, jazz, dance sneakers.
Stephen ADELSON's father started this business in 1957. But with dance studios mostly closed and theaters dark, Teddy Shoes sits quietly in the wings.
The traffic is just very, very small these days. 1 or 2 sales a day. It's very, very disheartening. It's very scary.
The famed Middle East nightclub and its unique low-level building was already up for sale. Now Central Square's other live music stalwart, the Cantab, is also on the block.
The thing with the music business is you have to kind of be able to pack them in to make money.
Mickey BLISS managed Club BOHEMIA in the basement of the Cantab. He's watched Central Square change over the years and predicts COVID will be a last straw.
You know, it was all like mom and pop shops that were unique, and now you got like Starbucks and, you know, places like that. It's all getting gentrified. I don't think it's going to keep its character.
The contrast of old and new in Central Square is now stark. Pre-COVID, real estate values were climbing rapidly, and COVID's accelerated the pressure on small property owners to sell.
What's kept Central special is that we have property owners whose fathers own these buildings, and through that have kept this network of cool, funky, unique mom-and-pop stores.
But those property owners need to collect rent, and there's been a rise in retail vacancies. Businesses like iconic Cheapo Records say Cambridge has been supportive with grants and loans, but it's hard to make up for having been closed. Monesteem says more's needed to stem the tide.
There's a lot of folks who are weak prey out there, and the vultures are just circling the sky, waiting for their opportunity to move in, squeeze in, and sort of change the landscape. And that's unfortunate.
There's been improvising during COVID. Starlight Square transformed a parking lot into a performance and dance class stage. And there's determination to keep Central Square's cultural heart alive.
I'm a resident. Lots of this neighborhood is very active. We want to see our arts and cultural institutions preserved and, if not, to grow.
But this local resident's also a developer. Patrick Barrett's opening a new hotel in Central Square, and he has a warning for investors eyeing the area.
Central Square in Cambridge is not like any other place to develop. It's extremely difficult, and it comes with a lot of interaction with the neighborhood. So if you're willing to do that, come on down. But I think if you're not, then you're going to have some problems.
A neighborhood ready to fight to keep its cool. Liz Neisloss, GBH News.
Decades ago, Cambridge residents managed to block a multi-lane highway from being built through Central Square. And many are hoping that same spirit of community action lives on, predicting the area will be resilient despite the pandemic.